The unforeseen emergency: Microsoft's swift response to system instability. Microsoft has issued an urgent out-of-band update for Windows 10 users. This emergency patch, identified as KB5061768, arrived around May 20th to May 21st, 2025. Its release addresses critical system stability issues. Many users found their computers suddenly plagued by serious problems. These problems appeared shortly after a recent mandatory security update. The swiftness of this release underscores the severity of the situation. Microsoft clearly recognized the widespread disruption and acted quickly. This immediate action was crucial for many affected users. The need for such an emergency fix highlights a rare occurrence. Typically, updates follow a more predictable schedule. Out-of-band patches are reserved for critical vulnerabilities or major functional breakdowns. The issues at hand certainly qualified. Users reported their systems becoming unusable or severely hampered. This created significant frustration and potential productivity losses. Microsoft's rapid deployment of KB5061768 aimed to mitigate these impacts. The company moved faster than usual to provide a necessary solution. This response was vital. The release of KB5061768 is therefore a critical intervention. Decoding the disruption, BitLocker woes and the dreaded blue screen of death. The emergency update KB5061768 tackles two alarming problems. First, users faced BitLocker recovery screens demanding a complex key. Second, the infamous blue screen of death indicated critical system failures. These issues led to data loss and undermined user confidence. The LSAS process was terminating unexpectedly, causing instability. Identifying the affected, pinpointing users and systems at risk. The issues addressed by KB5061768 primarily impact Windows 10 users. Specifically, versions 1903 and later are susceptible. This includes long-term servicing branch or LTSB editions. While Windows 10 is an older operating system, its user base remains vast. Many businesses and individuals continue to rely on it. Therefore, a problem affecting multiple versions can have a broad reach. Users across these different Windows 10 iterations reported the disruptive symptoms. The common factor was a recent problematic update. A more specific group of users found themselves particularly vulnerable. The problems are most prevalent on devices equipped with Intel Trusted Execution Technology, or TXT. This technology must be enabled in the system's BIOS or UEFI. Furthermore, the issue seems concentrated on systems with 10th generation or later Intel vPro processors. Intel vPro processors are typically found in business-oriented computers. They offer enhanced security and manageability features. Intel TXT is one such feature designed to provide a more secure computing environment. Unfortunately, it became a factor in this instability. Consequently, enterprise users are the main demographic experiencing these issues. The culprit unmasked. Tracing the origin to a prior update. The root cause of these widespread system failures has been identified. The problems began after the installation of May 2025's mandatory security update. This update is reportedly designated as KB5058379. Security updates are crucial for protecting systems from threats. However, they can sometimes introduce unforeseen conflicts or bugs. This appears to be one such instance. Users started reporting BitLocker recovery loops and BS odds shortly after KB5058379 was rolled out. The timing strongly implicated this particular patch. The connection between KB5058379 and the subsequent issues was quickly established. Technical analysts and user reports painted a clear picture. The update, intended to enhance security, inadvertently destabilized certain configurations. Specifically, the interaction with Intel Trusted Execution Technology proved problematic. The LSAS failures began occurring post-installation of this May security update. This sequence of events left little doubt about the source of the trouble. Microsoft itself acknowledged the link when releasing the emergency fix. This acknowledgement is important for transparency. The initial flagging of this problem deserves recognition. Technology news outlet Windows Latest was among the first to report on the emerging crisis. Section 5. Securing the Solution. Your guide to downloading and installing KB5061768. Obtaining the emergency update. KB5061768 requires a specific approach. Unlike routine updates, it is not available through the standard Windows Update service. You will not find it by simply checking for updates in your Settings app. Instead, Microsoft has made KB5061768 available exclusively via the Microsoft Update Catalog. This is an online repository for Microsoft software updates, drivers, and hotfixes. Users or IT administrators must manually visit this website to download the patch. This method ensures targeted distribution. To download the update, open your web browser. Navigate to the Microsoft Update Catalog website. In the search bar on the site, type KB5061768 and press Enter. You will see a list of download options. These options cater to different system architectures such as x86, 32-bit, and x64, 64-bit versions of Windows 10. It is crucial to select the correct version for your specific system. Downloading the wrong version will result in a failed installation. Check your system type if you are unsure. The download size for KB5061768 varies. It ranges from approximately 415 MB to 711 MB. Section 6. Navigating the impasse, temporary fixes for unbootable Windows 10 systems. Some users may find their PCs unable to start properly. The system might be stuck in a BitLocker recovery loop, or it could be crashing with a blue screen of death before Windows fully loads. In such scenarios, installing KB5061768 directly becomes challenging. Microsoft has provided temporary workaround instructions. These steps involve modifying settings in your computer's BIOS or UEFI. Accessing the BIOS or UEFI usually requires pressing a specific key during startup. Common keys include ESC, F2, F10, or F12, depending on your PC manufacturer. Once you enter the BIOS or UEFI setup utility, you need to locate specific settings. Look for options related to Intel virtualization technology and trusted execution. You should temporarily disable Intel VT for Direct I/O, often labeled VTD or VTX. Also disable Intel Trusted Execution Technology, which might also be named Trusted Execution or OS Kernel DMA support. The exact naming and location of these settings vary between motherboard manufacturers. Consult your PC or motherboard manual if you have difficulty finding them. Save the changes and exit the BIOS or UEFI. Disabling these Intel technologies will likely trigger a BitLocker recovery prompt. Section 7. The Golden Key. Understanding the critical importance of your BitLocker recovery key. The BitLocker recovery key is your lifeline for encrypted data. Changing BIOS or UEFI settings can trigger its demand. Without it, accessing your data is impossible if usual methods fail. Microsoft cannot retrieve a lost key. Store it securely. Save it to a USB drive, print it, or save it online. Remember where you stored it. Section 8. Beyond the immediate fix. General troubleshooting tactics for BSOD errors. While KB5061768 addresses a specific cause of blue screens of death, BSODs can occur for various reasons. If you encounter BSODs unrelated to this particular Intel TXT issue, Microsoft offers general troubleshooting advice. One of the first steps is to consider recent changes. If you recently installed new hardware such as a RAM module or a graphics card, try removing it. Incompatible or faulty hardware is a common culprit for BSODs. See if the system stabilizes after removing the new component. Another useful technique is starting Windows in safe mode. Safe mode loads Windows with a minimal set of drivers and startup programs. If your PC runs stably in safe mode, it suggests a software or driver issue. You can then check Device Manager for problematic devices. Look for yellow exclamation marks, which indicate driver problems. Updating or reinstalling drivers for these devices might resolve the BSOD. Also, ensure you have adequate free hard drive space. Microsoft recommends keeping at least 10 to 15% of your drive free for optimal performance and stability. Keeping your system updated is also crucial. Regularly install the latest Windows updates via Start Settings Windows Update. Section 9. Windows Update Realities, Lessons Learned and the Path to Future Stability. The emergency surrounding KB5061768 serves as a potent reminder. The Windows update process, while essential, is complex and not infallible. Microsoft manages an incredibly diverse ecosystem of hardware and software. Ensuring every update works perfectly on every configuration is a monumental task. This incident highlights the potential for unintended consequences. Even updates designed to enhance security can cause disruptions. This necessitates vigilance from both Microsoft and its users. Microsoft is keen to transition users from Windows 10. The operating system reaches its end of support in October 2025. Microsoft aims to move its vast user base to Windows 11. Concurrently, the company is innovating with features like Recall for Copilot plus PCs. Balancing these priorities is a continuous challenge for Microsoft. For users, this event may prompt a re-evaluation of their update strategies. While automatic updates are recommended, some users prefer more control. Options to pause updates in Windows 10 and 11 exist. These allow users to delay Patch Tuesday updates for up to 5 weeks.